Welcome everyone. It is our anticipated Cats in Crisis celebration. And today is about celebrating the cats that were in crisis that you helped rescue. Nova's going to be the first one to come out and hopefully enjoy not only all the new toys that you guys helped get at the toy drives, so thank you for that, but also some other enrichment. So I'm sure it's going to take her a little bit of time investigating all the things that were provided for her. So many of you have already given to the Cats in Crisis campaign. Thank you. That enabled us to purchase the customized rescue trailer we needed. And now it unlocked another $30,000 for a new customized rescue van. As you guys know, our van broke down while Mike and Jennifer were getting meat last week. Andrew had to take the trailer and go transfer everything. And so we got it fixed enough to do some short distance trips, but nothing long term. So our goal today is to raise $1,000 on the Facebook fundraiser. So if you've already given, great. If you can give again, thank you. If you can't, feel free to share this live post when we're done and share our fundraiser. Nova's kind of checking around and can smell there's perfume and a lot of things for her to do. Now, see that big kind of turquoise toy in the pool? You guys during our toy drive helped purchase that, so we can't wait for when she figures that out and sees if she floats on it or what she does. She's also got some watermelon, frozen watermelon, and her pool's filling. But when you think of little Nova, I know she came in through our amnesty program, so you don't know the details, but there's some hints in Judson's cub trafficking video on YouTube, if you haven't seen it, of what her life was like and where she came from. And so cubs in crisis, cats in crisis, all find sanctuary because of you. So today, instead of always dwelling on the bad, we want to celebrate when you donate to Cats in Crisis and help us reach our $1,000 goal on this post on the Facebook fundraiser, what that means, what the happy ending can be. And you know, you deserve to see the happy endings because so many come to us under circumstances that are unfair to them. Also, our Cats in Crisis campaign is not only about rescuing cats that are in crisis, like Nova here and Dash we'll see later, but it's about expanding our resources past TWS. It's about being able to have equipment in place, be able to deploy staff when other sanctuaries or animal facilities are in need due to crisis, whether that be natural disaster, whether that be downsizing. You know, our friends just recently, as the last 2 days, where Indy came from, Southwest Wildlife, they had to shelter in place because a very bad wildfire was coming their way. And the first thing we did is offer any help or services. So with the much needed equipment on our wish list, the donations you're giving, that gives us equipment not only for rescuing cats in crisis, keeping our sanctuary safe, but also to deploy equipment, crates, trailers, our services to other sanctuaries and facilities in need. And so the gift to Cats in Crisis goes a lot further than just the happy face and happy ending that you see in Nova here. So again, thank you for everybody that's donated. Thank you for people that have donated to the toy drive. You can see her pool is filled because of people like you. She just has so much to explore, so it might take her some time to get all of them. You also might hear Indy in the background. Indy is still inside due to her spay surgery that recently took place. She's doing great, and she will get yard access most likely tomorrow. Where are you going, Nova? So Nova's in the front enclosure right now. And if you're just joining us, we're celebrating Cats in Crisis. When we look at stories like Nova, who came to us through our amnesty program, so we can't get into great detail of her past, but it did include government authorities. We also have cats in our witness protection program. Cats like Dash that, you know, we just got at hours old on a rescue. And to see them not know anything about the crisis they faced early on and to be living in the moment at the sanctuary is all due to you. So thank you all. So talking a little bit about our Cats in Crisis campaign, you know, the trailer that you guys helped us purchase was $30,000. A new van can be upwards of $80,000, and that might seem like a lot, but you know what? $5 goes a long way. $25 goes a long way. That helps us buy extension cords. It helps us buy tire repair kits. It helps us buy hoses for the water pumps that can be used to bring in fresh water if we need to, or it can be used to go into a pond and actually pump out water to put out a fire. There's so many uses for that. You know, even zip ties, a bag of zip ties is $28, but that helps us put shade cloths up, not only in our residence here for sun or for privacy, but if we had to deploy and set up a temporary shelter, that is awesome for providing shade at a temporary shelter. So there is so much equipment needed, from bolt cutters to hog rings to temporary kennels to very kennels, transport kennels to dog glues. So when you give $5, it is matched right now, another $30,000 in matching funds to help us towards that van, but also for such much needed equipment. And you know, when we go to rescue cats like Dash, so many people step up. When we rescue cats like Ukraine, the media covers it like crazy. But what's hard to raise money for is the necessities of making sure these cats are safe, as well as future cats we rescue, and as well as helping sister sanctuaries and facilities, and to be able to share resources. So that is so extremely important, this Cats in Crisis campaign. And then, you know, we don't want to forget the Argentina tigers is kind of the picture of Cats in Crisis right now that we're trying to bring to the sanctuary. And hopefully, if we can, they will be like this. Right now, we've had to reach out to the USDA, provide medical records on Violetta and Lucy, and to get their input and approval based on some of the initial medical results we've seen. So we're going to keep you up to date on that. But again, our goal is always to help Cats in Crisis. Where did Miss Nova go? Where did Miss Nova go? Might be time to go see Dash.
That is, very soon.
So we're going to go see Dash next. Let's see if we can find her. I think she got a little tired and went in the shade. But even this morning, I received an email asking if we could help an African serval in Norway that is on the brink of euthanasia. It was somebody's pet was loose, and now they are considering euthanasia. She is like totally flat under that little platform. There you go. There you go. And so we talked to them about, you know, importation of cats takes a long time. The Ukraine cubs went faster based on they weren't CITES 1, but more importantly, governments working together because of the war zone, and because of the size of the cubs and getting them here early meant it was easy. But to do a single privately owned tiger or a serval is much more challenging. So we've kind of walked them through the process, gave them some recommendations. But our days about Cats in Crisis is way more than just our cats at the sanctuary. Nova's finding the watermelon the most fun. I really want to see the big turquoise toy. We got 3 of those. And I think once they realize they can float on them, they're going to absolutely love them. But right now, she has chosen not to go in her pool as much as she's chosen to kind of stalk from around her platform. Also tomorrow, Judson and I are going to do a sit down, so stay tuned for that and kind of talk about all the types of Cats in Crisis. If you've watched some of my weekly wrap-ups, you'll know. Judson, let us know when we're ready. She's kind of down for the count over here. All right. We're going to walk over to Dash. And so it is kind of talking about not only the Argentina case as we sit down tomorrow, but talking about cats in crisis is such a big umbrella. We have the small cat crisis. We have the big cat crisis, and what is the outcome of the Big Cat Safety Act going to be? We have cubs in crisis that are being trafficked, most likely from Mexico. We also have industry crises, which could be natural disasters. Hurricane and fire season are coming for both sides of the coast. And we also have tornadoes in the Midwest. And then we also have other facilities that are closing for their own reasons or rehoming their animals due to health reasons. And so those are all ways we can help here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, because our plan is sustainability and our plan is to be here for the long, long haul. So if you're just joining us, we are trying to raise $1,000 today on our Cats in Crisis celebration. And what we're celebrating are those wins, those cats like Dash here that came from crisis and now only know bliss. Handsome boy, handsome boy. We'll see if he discovers what's in his pool. And so if you guys can raise $1,000 on this live post by giving on the Facebook fundraiser or sharing, that would be huge, huge for us, and we'll be matched. So remember, we still have a challenge grant going on. Oh, okay, so much chuffs. Dasher, what's in your pool? Dash. So another toy from the toy drive is in the pool. This time it's a cylinder. So we had so many toys come. The cats will be getting them over the next week. You can see Dash has a huge blue ball. Yeah. Doesn't look big from here, but it is 36 inches in diameter, and he's going to be getting that in the future too. So definitely a lot was given for the cats. Look at these kind of feeder toys that we can put carrots or even other frozen chicken pieces in. So Dash right now. So the interesting thing is how well the cats know their routine. The reason why you see Nova and Dash going around to everything like he's doing is because they know once they're let out, caretakers have always put enrichment throughout their habitat. So even though he sees the new toys in his pool, he and the other cats are going to explore every part of their habitat to see what other enrichment might be hiding and might have been given to them. And so what's so positive about this is that what are you going to do? It's not negative for them to go in their bedrooms, and then once they be let out, they know how much wonderful surprises are in their habitat for them. He doesn't want to put that last paw in yet. Oh, Dasharoo, you're so funny. You're so funny. So thank you for everyone who has helped with Cats in Crisis. I'm going to get a little closer to Dash so you guys can see him. He's playing with that new toy. He's trying to grab it. And the best toys are the ones that are hard to grab because they're hours of fun. So again, we are celebrating Cats in Crisis, or the cats that are no longer in crisis because of your support. We want to raise an extra $1,000 on the Facebook fundraiser today. This week is really a big push to get as many donations in as we can so that we can put an order in for that rescue van. We know any vans right now take a long time to get, and we need to place that order so it's ready when we need it. And so even though gifts are doubled through July 15th, we are really hoping this week can be a big push for those that were going to donate. Now's the time to donate. That way we can definitely start putting orders in for everything that takes longer, including some of the fencing that we need, including the van. We placed the order for the trailer. We're placing the order for the storage container for all the rescue items.
Thank you, Daria, for giving $100.
Daria gave $100.
1/10 of the way to our
So
goal.
we're 1/10 of the way to our goal. We know many of you have given on the website, so there's many ways to give. You can give at the Facebook fundraiser. You can give by calling 320-245-6871. You can give at our website at wildcatsanctuary.org. You can even mail us a check as long as it's here by July 15th, which is our address is P.O. Box 314, Sandstone, Minnesota 55072. We know there's so many wonderful charities and sanctuaries to give to, and I want you to know that when you give to Cats in Crisis, you're giving to much more than just the Wildcat Sanctuary. Your giving expands across our borders to those that we can help with the specialized equipment we need and that we can share. So thank you all so much. Thank you. And Dash is just living proof of when we work together and we have our equipment and rescue funds full, that we can help. I want tomorrow, as we talk, Judson and I will talk a little bit more about the Ukraine rescue, the equipment we're looking for, and what this campaign helps with. But we'll really just keep you posted on the Argentina rescue. On top of the Serval case I was working on, there are multiple more cases that are in the works right now, and we will share things as we can. But it is crazy how many cats we're receiving calls on right now. And so we'll share anything we can in the near future. But it's just really wonderful to see the cats that have come from a different beginning. That Dash's life would have been so different had we not intervened on that exact day, that exact time when he was 3 hours old. Anything could have happened, and we're sad he has to live in captivity, but we're very happy he gets to live his days at the Wildcat Sanctuary. So please share this post. We definitely are trying to raise $1,000 today on that fundraiser. We're kind of halfway to our goal on the Facebook fundraiser, and so we really like to use our online folks to get us there. We know so many have given in other ways, so thank you. We can't thank you enough for those that have given already, and we still have a long way to go to get that second $30,000 matched. You guys already broke the first one, which is awesome for that trailer and equipment, and now that van is our next goal. And so any donations between now and July 15th are so appreciated, so that we can place that order for that van we need. Judson, anything you want to add? Oh, I just got tail full of water in my face through the fence.
And I think you touched on it, and I think oftentimes we overlook of how other sanctuaries help each other, and how this emergency preparedness plan helps our brother and sister sanctuaries, and just kind of looking out for our other sanctuaries who are doing the exact same thing, wanting to do best for these wildcats in need.
Dash, you're having a good time? Can we get one chuff?
What do you think, mister?
Dasharoo! Dasharoo!
And I'm also having flashes of kind of the different
Thank you,
stages of
Dash.
being in a pool, and how the different sizes of you being in a pool, Dash.
And people have asked, is Dash going to get an underground pool again? Dash does not notice the difference between an underground pool or a tank, so it really depends on what enclosure he's in. We moved him back over here because our goal is to start getting him closer to some of the young rescue tigers we have, in hopes that as they all come closer in size, there can be some shared wall affection or even some play dates. And so in this enclosure, Dash has a stock tank versus an in-ground pool, and to him, it's no different. He loves it just the same. thank you, everyone. Dash looks like he might take a nap. Nope, he's still going after some stuff. But
how about this, Tammy? I'm going to take him on a little bonus, and I can walk
back to Nova.
Yeah, and we can go hang out with Nova for a little bit. We'll do a little last leg here. And I've also been kind of laughing to myself about how it might be hard to hear Tammy over all the crashing and Dash is making in his pool there. But let's go hang out with Nova for a little bit longer and see how the folks are doing and see if we can stretch our generosity here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Come one, come all. I love that we've attached this Facebook fundraiser to the live post. Obviously it makes it easy for you guys to give, but darn it, does it make it very hard for me to look at the comments. But nonetheless, let's say hi to everyone. I see Faith Warner. Howdy, Faith. Sherry V's here. Sharon Osgood. Sylvie W. Susan K. A lot of S names. Kind of clunking along here. Sue Button. Hey, Lisa Hansen. Happy celebration of our Cats in Crisis campaign. I think Tammy did a good job of kind of illustrating of how, here we are kind of basking in the lives that the cats are leading now, without kind of, without forgetting where these cats came from. Kind of learning kind of some of the snippets of Nova's story in our Big Cat Crisis cub trafficking video that we shared the other day. Obviously knowing where Dash came from. So obviously today being a day to kind of relish on some of the accomplishments of what your support does, and obviously just illustrate as to where these cats are coming from and how far they go thanks to you all. Now this is really giving us a better angle of that new toy. So I was pretty excited to see that when some of the toys from the toy drive started coming in, that there are a lot of new designs and new styles of toys. Obviously, you guys probably saw that when you were shopping the list itself. But some of the new designs, that's one that Nova's kind of puzzling out right now. It is kind of this trapezoid almost. It floats. We could put things like enrichment on it. It's got all types of edges and angles, so it's going to be kind of an interesting and unpredictable piece of enrichment for Nova, which obviously is going to keep her puzzling and thinking away. Seeing a lot of people recalling Marcus after seeing Dash in his pool, and I think that's another great example of being a cat being in an absolute desolate conditions. Marcus, Dash, that would be Miss Winona, Marley, and Wallene, all coming from that breeding facility. Marcus being one of those cats who, boy oh boy, we wish that he could have had a longer time with us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, but saved from that crisis situation to live some of his time compassionately. Again, that is why we do what we do, Miss Nova. Yeah, I'm glad you like that new toy. I'm guessing there's going to be a whole lot of claw marks all over it next time I take a look at it, Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy little crescendo, at least social media crescendo, to our Cats in Crisis campaign. We have been celebrating your gifts being doubled for the cats. We had set a goal initially in the Cats in Crisis campaign 2 weeks ago, and lo and behold, the supporters of the Wildcat Sanctuary helped us achieve that goal. And we are asking for another, or maybe I should say challenging you for another goal of $30,000, and that donations doubled, being eligible through July 15th, and we're kind of having our final little blowout here on social media. But as Tammy mentioned, any gift, if you'd like to mail a gift, if you'd like to give online, if you'd like to give on Facebook, if you'd like to give us a call and give, that's going to be matched towards our Cats in Crisis fundraiser. So happy day, Miss Nova. Let's see, I count 1 toy, 2 toy, 3 toy, 4 toy, 5 toy, 6 toy, and a big old ice block. That is a lot of A lot of excitement for a young tigress like Nova. And not even the young tigers. It's imperative for all of our rescues to stay happy and stimulated. That's Nova keying in on the frozen watermelon, which is a big hit among many of the cats in the summer months. Nova also kind of showing off some of her inner big cat when she is presiding over that watermelon. I'm seeing her get a little possessive over it. She's kind of growling at it. At the end of the day, that is why we choose the watermelon, because it really helps the cats exhibit that kind of prey response of they're able to sink their claws into something. They're able to sink their teeth into something. And so nice to see that kind of playing out like it did Miss Nova. We're at about $3,000 of our just wanting to get $1,000 on this initial post, and I appreciate everyone who's given. We're going to be going back and making sure we're acknowledging everyone who's given, because darn it, I am not able to see too well on this little phone. A lot of pool memories here. Seeing Thor Jr. being mentioned. Daria is wondering what Thor Jr. would think of that large turquoise toy. There's a couple other kind of odd shapes and new designs or styles of toys like I mentioned. We've officially kind of gathered them all up and we'll be delivering them to each cat accordingly. You may remember that we had a fun little special initiative tied into that big cat toy drive, is that one lucky winner would have their toy be placed with a cat that they chose or purchased it for rather, and we'd be sending them a video. And this person purchased 4 toys for her sponsor cats here, so that person will be getting a special video, and I think you can expect to be seeing a lot of shiny new toys on photos and live posts here in the coming days, but shining new only for so long when you get it in the hands of a wildcat like a tiger, a lion, a leopard. Well, actually, I'm already seeing some big scratch marks on that trapezoid Miss Nova. But we won't hang out too much longer. Today is Thursday. Unfortunately, Tammy alluded that she has a very, very busy schedule. And as a matter of fact, she obviously has things that we can't disclose, but has been just kind of going back and forth regarding some rescues. So she is going to be busy for the rest of the day, which unfortunately means that we won't be able to have our Wildcat wrap-up, our weekly Wildcat wrap-up, where we get to hear from the founder, kind of get our cat updates, get our sanctuary updates, get our industry updates, what have you. So unfortunately, we won't have time for that today. But tomorrow, her and I are going to be kind of sitting down and doing a little bit more of a formal interview style Wildcat wrap-up. I'll be there, Tammy will be there, so I hope you guys will take that as a constellation for the absence of a Wildcat wrap-up today. Getting some good shots, Trinity and Brooke? Yes. I always love when I ask interns questions during the live post. They're always, well, should I speak? Should I not speak? Miss Nova, I'm glad you've been having a blast. I'm going to make one final circle over to Dash, and I think we'll call that a pool party for 2 of our former cats in crisis. And, unfortunately, 2 of many former cats in crisis here. It's obviously knowing kind of the tragic conditions many of our rescues are coming from, and just kind of looking at what we've been driving towards the past 2 weeks just really kind of illustrates the level of preparedness that we owe it to these rescues, and we appreciate you guys understanding that. Dash is still going hog wild in his pool. I'm taking bets before we get there for how many pieces the watermelon is in. I'm guessing it's in close to about 1 million pieces. Dash has a knack for turning his watermelon to slush or pulp. But we'll see if he's proven me wrong or not. He was getting a blast out of your new cylinder toy. You are loving your new cylinder toy. Hey, Goofy. Yeah. All right, well, maybe not a million pieces, but it's sure in some pieces. Hey, Goofy. Yeah. Who's the goofiest? He says, it's me. And if you're not able to tell, Dash is straddling his big cylinder toy. He's got his claws deployed in the back too, which is cool to see. Yeah, you're the predator. That's a new toy that someone purchased just for you, Dashers. That look of determination in his eye too, knowing that he's got his toy right where he wants it. And we're going to do a good thorough job of going through the comments, everyone. One of my favorite parts about the live post is having conversations with our supporters. And darn it, when we attach this Facebook fundraiser to it, which I love, it makes it easy for you guys to go right there and give. It makes it a little bit harder for me to see what the folks are saying. And it makes it a little harder for them to hear what I'm saying when I got a tiger splashing around here. Well, hey everyone, thank you for tuning in today, and obviously thank you to those who have gotten us this far in the Cats in Crisis campaign. We had unlocked another matching grant for the cats thanks to those who helped us, look at that watermelon, who helped us reach our first initial goal, and we've set out for another goal that we're asking you to help us reach by July 15th. But glad we could do a little celebrating here, Mr. Dashers, with Nova and of course the one and only Tiger Dash here in front of us. Thank you all for coming together and making the Wildcat Sanctuary what it is, and especially with this campaign, making the Wildcat Sanctuary the best that we can be for those cats yet to come. So thank you again, everyone, for tuning in today. We will see you back here at the Wildcat Sanctuary tomorrow. Bye, Mr. Dashers.